Welcome back, everyone. It's Aric from Rare Candy, and today we are back checking out Garchomp, one of the, I think, more promising Stage 2s that we just got in Brilliant Stars. Because of this ability, whenever we evolve into it, we prevent all damage from and effects of attacks done to this Pokemon until the end of your opponent's next turn. So Garchomp's already a one-prize Pokemon, and if you're preventing an attack, your opponent has to basically two-shot you to get a single prize. So, I mean, they can play things like Boss's Orders and Escape Rope to get around this, but a lot of times when this ability sticks, it's really huge for this card. And it has kind of a decent two-shotting attack that can kind of carry us through the rest of the game. So this is the guy we're going all in and building around today. But before we get any deeper in today's video, if you guys can, remember to crush that like button to help beat the YouTube algorithm. And if you need any cards to complete this deck for yourself, you can check out our friends over at PTCGO Use that coupon code RARECANDY at checkout to get a discount on your order. And all of Rare Candy's patrons also have their own exclusive discount code for even bigger savings. Links to those will be down below in the description. But getting back into our Garchomp deck today, as mentioned, Garchomp does have a decent two-shotting attack, but this pretty rough side effect, I'm not going to lie, has actually kind of drastically impacted the way I've built this list. So Dragon Blade does 160, but then you discard the top two cards of your deck, and Stage 2 decks already don't really have a whole lot of extra deck space and extra cards they want to get rid of. So this has definitely impacted the way I've built certain things in this list. One of the big ones is we are playing an extra copy of Ordinary Rods. We're playing a whopping 3, which seems insane, but again, you're going to sometimes mill these Ordinary Rods or your Pokemon, and you need some extra ways at getting them back throughout the course of a game. Also, one of the ways I've chosen to kind of mitigate some of the harsher discards is with Oranguru for that Primate Wisdom ability, so we can switch a card in hand with the top card of our deck. So at the very least, we do have a little bit of flexibility with this card to be able to choose what one of the cards is that we're going to discard with Dragon Blade. But looking at the rest of our engine, I'd say the other key combo pieces of this engine are going to be both Mew and Battle VIP Pass. So Mew, this is a card I've really been loving in some of these Stage 2 decks I've been experimenting with lately, but it has the Mysterious Tail ability. We can look at the top 6 cards of our deck if Mews are active, get an item, put it into our hand, shuffle our deck. So in the early portions of the game, we can grab things like Battle VIP Pass to be able to fill up our bench very, very quickly. And Battle VIP Pass is a card, of course, that is completely dead after the first turn. So on subsequent turns, sometimes we can mill these away with Dragon Blade, and if we have them in hand, we can actually use Oranguru to put them on top of our deck and discard those instead of more important resources. So the Battle VIP Pass, I think, actually has some pretty good synergy with Garchomp's crappy side effect of its attack. I'm not gonna lie. But because we're running the Mew also gives us out things like Rare Candy in the mid game. And because we're running this, we can also play other item cards that give us outs to other cards in our deck. So what I mean by that is Mew normally can't allow you to get things like energy, but we have a copy of Energy Search to be able to make sure we can grab our basic energies when we need them. Or if we want a supporter card, we can hopefully get one of our 2 copies of Pokegear that we have to get supporter cards. So Mew, I think, is a really cool engine for this deck. I really have been liking this a lot so far. But one of the other key new cards that we have in the list is going to be 2 copies of Choice Belt. So, you know, Garchomp, if it two-shots a Pokemon VMAX, it hits basically for 320 damage total. But some Pokemon are outside that range, so we are going to need Choice Belt if we do want to be able to guarantee a 2-shot on certain Pokemon out there. So things like Rapid Strike Urshifu or Eternatus VMAX as an example. So looking at the rest of our deck, though, we also have 2 copies of Raihan to be able to cheat energies into play. Raihan, you know, it's a card that's just super good in general for Stage 2 decks because you can grab like Rare Candy and accelerate your extra energy and get a Garchomp powered up out of nowhere. You know, we only have the 1 copy of Boss's Orders, unfortunately, but we do have a Pal Pad to be able to get back Boss and some of these other supporters that we are going to be running today. There's not really too many stadiums we care about in this deck, but I want at least 1 counter stadium, so we do have these Stormy Mountains to be able to maybe be able to grab another Gible in the early portions of the game and get set up. So yeah, the rest of the list I think is pretty self-explanatory, guys, but just a heads up, if you are still hungry for more Garchomp content even after this video is over, just a heads up, I did drop 2 bonus deck lists for our patrons. So one of the deck lists features the Inteleon engine, the other has by Burrell. So feel free to go check those out if you want some more Garchomp content and help support this channel in the process, of course. But I'm going to quit rambling, guys. Let's head in some games and see if Garchomp can get some dubs today. Okay, so we are going to lose the coin flip for this game. Let's see. Okay, that actually would have been pretty sick hand if we opened with Mew, but unfortunately we're not quite that lucky. But let's see what we can make happen here. Okay, still a decent opening. I think we'll lead with Manaphy and just sack this little guy while we kind of set up behind it. We have Ornate Rod, so if it is a matchup that we need it in, we can just Ornate Rod it back. But I want to be able to safely attach to Gibbles on the bench and not lose Gibbles in the early game, if possible at least. Okay, so it's going to be Mad Party. Now, this is definitely a matchup that I could see going either way. So their deck is faster than ours, absolutely. And they're probably going to take the first prize or two. But of course, our ability is like the big thing that's going to allow us to maybe get back in this game. And also, they play multi-prizers like Luminion and Crobat. We don't. So Boss's Order is definitely going to be a very valuable card in this matchup. But I think the Mad Party player is probably naturally a little bit favored. Let's see. So yeah, they're already discarding some Mad Partiers. Them starting to Dene is definitely something that is good going for us, though, because they are going to have to find a retreating method or hard retreat to get this thing out of here. Yeah, and they have the first turn attachment as well, so that's nice because, well, nice for them, I should say, because on their turn, or on the next turn, if they whiff the retreating method, they can just hard retreat with an attachment, which I'm okay if that happens, because all of their energies are very precious against a deck like ours, where they have to take 6 physical prizes, and that is a sick opening, I do have to say. So we're gonna have, let's see, Gibble and Mew. Battle VIP pass. We'll just grab a Oranguru and Gibble. So let's see what we have. We have, trying to see what we have prized. 1 rare candy. We have our Stormy Mountains. We prized a Cynthia's and a Marty and an air balloon and an energy. Okay. So I don't really want to draw into boss on the next turn. So I think I'm going to put it on top of deck and then level ball to rearrange the order of our deck. Hey, that's actually a really good top deck. I will be happy to take that. So let's just go for the energy search. And yeah, we'll just mark. So thank you, Oranguru. You're definitely coming in clutch here. Okay, so this is actually a pretty solid hand too. We have a Raihan, so we're happy to see that. But we don't have energy in discard, so this really only gets activated if they knock out our Gibble. So from there, we'll just pass over to our opponent. If they do knock out Gibble, we're like 1 card short of pulling off the combo to get Garchomp in play. So I will point out, we could maybe get a knockout with Gabite if we have to. That is an option I do want to point out, because luckily everything in their deck is very low HP, so we could even take a knockout with Gabite just to put on some extra pressure. Now, unfortunately, they did find the air balloon. I really wanted them to need to like hard retreat with a manual attachment there, but it is what it is, guys. 20, 40, 60. They're only hitting 40 right now, though, because of the -20 reduction from double turbo. So they need 2 more Mad Partiers in discard. If we can make them whiff that, that would be really good. We need every last turn we can get here. So there's going to be a Poltegeist. Using that T-Break ability yet again. Just please whiff the last Pokemon they need. Really hoping for that big here. Oh, there's an Ultra Ball. I sense that's probably going to get them the rest of the way. Yeah, unfortunately. Now, they did discard Bunnelby. That's good. Any attackers they get rid of is something we definitely want to see. Because they're going to have to go through 6 Pokemon, so they're going to need 6 Mad Party attackers throughout the course of this game. So any attackers they get rid of is something I'm cool with. So the question is now, though, are we going to commit to... Oh, we get the victory screen. Okay, we'll take it, I suppose. I don't know if they disconnected or what, but that I think that would have wound up being an interesting game, so kind of unfortunate, but is what it is. Let's see, PKMN Master Klaus. So we're playing against. They got the Arceus deck box and sleeve, so hopefully we can play against some Arceus. That'd be fun. So I'll just open with the Gible. Going to conceal the strength of our hand here. Oh, but it's going to be Whimsicott. So I don't think we're actually scared of Whimsicott. I'm just being honest. The sniping attack. Oh, but Arceus and Whimsicott. Very interesting. Okay. I was thinking this is going to be Shadow Rider or something, but... Okay, there's Air Balloon. Don't like seeing that. Oh, but they don't have a manual attachment. That's really big. So, Level Ball, we'll go for Gible. Get down Branguru, Level Ball again. Go for Mew. And suddenly, like, I'm actually thinking about, like, not retreating. I think I actually might even manually attach here, which I don't hate. I mean, what are the odds that we're going to get off an attack before they knock this thing out? Actually, yeah, I think we'll just attach to the bench and just be safe. So we'll go for a Cynthia's. I hate burning this card, like, in the early game, but it's what it is. So from there, we'll Primate Wisdom. We will put the Marnie back on top of our deck, just in case if they Marnie us, of course, we want to still have a draw support for next turn. Looks like we're stuck with Marnie either way, but that's cool. And we'll just pass from there. So unfortunately, we did not hit Air Balloon. That would have been nice. But there's going to be the V-Star. Now, I mean, it is possible they could still attack, but they're just going to go right for Starbirth, so I'm cool with that. If they... Do they play like Galarian Moltres or something like that to energy switch to? That's like one of the only things I can think of, but they might be a turn behind on attacking right now, which, again, that's amazing for us. That's exactly what we want to see. Okay, it looks like they're taking a minute to decide what they want. I mean, I imagine they're going to get a supporter if they don't already have one. Oh, but they're playing Cincino as well. Very interesting. The Cincinos are a really interesting inclusion. Like, I'm curious why that over something like Bibarel. So, like, what are they attempting to discard with their deck? That's what I'm wondering. Okay, Escape Rope. That's perfect. So, yeah, we will go for the Mew. Hopefully they don't have a way to just knock us out. That would be very unfortunate, but is what it is. And there's a Marnie. So I'm actually cool with that. Did not like our hand, but at least we have a supporter guaranteed that we're drawing into here. Okay. Pretty solid hand, not going to lie, guys. There is a chance we get off an attack. I think our top deck is really going to shape how that might look. So just a pass from our opponent. So before we do anything else, we'll level ball. We can grab a Gabite. Definitely want to get one of these in play ASAP. So definitely involve this one. I don't want them to potentially target this other Gible down. But, So I think I'll Primate Wisdom and put the Garchomp on the other side of this Marnie. Because there's a chance we could... Well... We would still need Air Balloon and Rare Candy. It's possible, guys. I think that's a little bit greedy if we do go for that. You know, I'm just going to concede we're probably not going to hit everything we need off of the Marnie. Because we need Air Balloon, Garchomp, and Rare Candy. It's not impossible, but we have to get 2 of those cards off of the Marnie. I don't think we're that lucky, unfortunately. So that being said, I think we'll just do this. We'll put down Choice Belt and just Marnie our opponent here. Okay, so we did get the Rare Candy. That's definitely a bit annoying. Would we have gotten the Air Balloon? And no, we would not. Okay, so I feel much better about what we decided to go with here. So we'll just Evolution Incense. We'll get down another Mew in case they knock out this active. I like having 1 Mew in play at all times if possible. So yeah, we'll do that. And I think we're good just to pass here. We have no more Gabites in deck, so we just kind of have to sit on this hand. And we really need our opponent to not have... We need our opponent to not have boss this turn. That's the big thing. Okay, there's going to be Arceus. Choice Belt, so we'll use just research. That's what we want to see. Or, yeah, just research. We like this hand. We want to keep this. Okay, there's the Training Nova. Best case scenario for us absolutely here. All right, the next issue, though, we need a supporter. Raihan is not active at this point. We could go for the Mew, but man, what are our odds of hitting a supporter? Still pretty decent, but if we hit Raihan, that feels bad. We've not played our energy search. You know what? I think we're gonna... Because if we don't hit a supporter, I'd rather sacrifice Mew than like a Gible or something. Okay, so let's Pokegear. Okay, so I'm glad that we sent the Mew up, because now also we could get another Pokegear. Yeah, we'll do that. Trash. So we'll do this. Stormy Mountains. Okay, we are out of Gibbles. We will Evolution Incense. Grab a Garchomp here. So let's Primate Wisdom. Put Val VIP Pass back on top of deck. Oh, we get Pokegear. Huge. Absolutely huge. So let's go for it, guys. And we do get a Marnie. Okay. So that's what's up. I am tempted to evolve this turn, though. I think we're going to, just to guarantee that we're going to have one Garchomp safe to attack with next turn. Or hopefully this turn even. It still could happen. We're going to save this other Garchomp because, again, we want to time our abilities for when we need them. I hate even doing this one here. Okay, so unfortunately we are probably going to lose this Mew. We're going to have a Raihan with nothing to do. Well, we can actually hard retreat this next turn in Raihan. So that'll work. But yeah, not exactly the spot I want to be in, if I'm just being honest, guys. I actually kind of want to sacrifice Gible. I do kind of want to save this Mew. Because we're not going to have a whole lot going on, so we'll just sacrifice this guy. So definitely a little bit of an awkward couple turns, but we're getting there. Okay, there's Quick Ball. There's Crobat. So Crobat being in play is definitely good for us. That's one of the few Pokemon we don't have to two-shot. Okay, there's Collapse Stadium. Definitely a little bit annoying, but that's okay, I suppose. Oh, they got rid of their Crobat. Yeah, that's annoying, actually. There's another VSTAR. And a Marnie. Okay, I mean, we lose the Raihan. That's a bummer, but our hand really wasn't that great otherwise. Okay. Okay. We can live with this. So definitely want to find a way of getting this Gible back. That would definitely be nice. But we might want to save Ordinary Rod for after a Garchomp gets knocked out. So we can just attach, but then we get knocked out, which is okay, I suppose. Yeah, I think we can live with getting knocked out this turn. Okay, so Energy Search, that's a good card to have on hand, I guess. We'll Primate Wisdom, we'll put Manaphy back on top of deck. I don't think it's going to be a card we really need here. We have Marnie, but I'm kind of cool with this hand, I'm not going to lie. So I think we'll just do this. Well, if we Marnie and get Garchomp, we would be immune for a turn. So that's a little bit greedy, guys, but do we do it? I kind of like the option to do that, so I think that's what we're going to go with. Or should we just use this one while we can? I kind of wouldn't mind getting Ordinary Rod, so... So I think we're going to Marnie. Or I guess we could have attached here and then Marnie either way. So no Ordinary Rod, that's a bummer. That's fine though. So we'll just Evolution Incense. Grab Garchomp, and hopefully they don't have Boss. And we'll just Dragon Blade. Okay, but they get rid of Bow VIP Pass and Energy Surge. Okay, yeah, do not mind losing those cards. Yeah, not having this other Gible is definitely hurting us a little bit, though. Definitely want to find an Ordinary Rod. We have all three. I don't know if we prized one. I didn't count those, but... There's going to be Evolution Incense. Probably just going to grab Ace Encino. Yeah, they can start barreling through their deck. They've not played a single Boss's Order, so that is another thing we do have to look out for. We definitely could get Boss this turn, but if we can catch them on a turn here like this where they're stuck and have to just maybe retreat into a Cincino and sacrifice that, that would be big for us. Okay, there's the switch. And a Shauna, very interesting. It's all sorts of stuff I'm not used to seeing with Arceus, but there's the Trinity Nova. Okay, so absolutely huge for our deck. They don't have the Boss Source, they don't have Escape Rope. So kind of wound up being worth it going for this Garchomp instead of the other one here. Okay, looks like they're thinking about setting up the Whimsicott, but only one energy. Huh. Very interesting. So Primate Wisdom, we will put the Manaphy back on top of deck. We don't need this, so we don't mind discarding that. Dragon Blade, so hopefully we don't lose anything else important there. Please not Ordinary Rod. Okay, we lose a Marnie. I actually would have liked to have seen Marnie, I'm not going to lie. But we can at least live off this hand for like one more turn. We really... Okay, there's the Marnie. Love to see that. We really want to hit Ordinary Rod plus a Pokemon Search card. We are almost out of level balls. Okay, but we do have a Raihan and Cynthia. Raihan would be good, but we want to accelerate energy to a Gible. That's the issue. So I think we go for the Cynthia this turn. And go for the Raihan next turn. Yeah, I think that is going to be our game plan. So let's go for the... let's see. Yeah, Ordinary Rod, we will do both. I think we'll just go for 2 Gibles, if I'm being honest, guys. I really want to get these into play, like, ASAP. Those are our biggest priority this turn, absolutely. We'll do... If we're going for the Cynthia, we should do both. Because they're going to put energy into discard pile on this next turn anyways. So let's go with Primate Wisdom. Oh no, we should save our Primate Wisdom. I was trying to think of ways to play down our hand more for Cynthia, but we shouldn't do that just yet. So we'll do one of each. Okay, and now we'll go for the Cynthia. Oof, and we do not hit the Gible. That's bad. This, like, literally might lose us the game. This is a huge Mysterious Tail. We have to hit Level Ball here. Ugh. Oh, that is devastating, guys. So, this is our last hope. We have to Primate Wisdom and hit a Gible off this Primate Wisdom. That's... And we do. Holy crap. Oh, man. Oh, man. That was so freaking close, guys. Okay, we're back in the game. Oh, man. So, do we play another Ordinary Rod? I don't think so just yet. I want to save those. So we'll go for the Dragon Blade, and we get to discard a Battle VIP pass in the process. So, what an insane turn. We almost, yeah, we almost had to scoop that one up. Okay, so yeah, they can knock us out with Arceus. That's fine. We do have to be, I was going to say, actually, we do have to worry about Whimsicott's ability. I'm sorry, it's V-Star power, but I forgot they use Starbirth, so we actually don't have to worry about this sniping attack. Otherwise, this actually would have been a really good attack against our deck. But there's Raihan. What's the other card they're going to get here? I'm not sure what they would want that could really help them in this situation. Okay, just double turbo energy, just prepping for next turn. That's fine. So they play 3 Marnies. Hopefully we don't get Marnie because obviously our hand's gigantic and we have like basically everything we need. Okay, and there's the Trinity Nova. So best case scenario for us, guys. Now if they ever can boss, that's where things get dicey though. I'm not gonna lie. So rare candy. Definitely want to activate our ability. We'll grab Mysterious Tail. Battle VIP Pass, definitely good. And we'll Raihan. Get our fighting energy. What do we want? Just a rare candy for next turn? That seems pretty good to me. Yeah, I don't think we can really complain about that, so yep, seems pretty good. So of course we'll attach. We could Ordinary Rod as well. I don't hate that. If they boss, yeah, if they boss, we're in trouble, though. We actually could definitely lose this one if they boss. Yeah, because they would knock that out, then we don't have another ability to wall with. Ooh, so actually, maybe we should have tried to prioritize another Gible. That actually might have been a misplay. A pretty big one. At that, I'm not going to lie. So let's go for the Ornate Rod. We'll do both. So I'm going to get just the Gible. We have Candy Garchomp in hand, so we don't really care about any others. So we'll do just that. And a Water Energy. So are we lucky enough to hit the Gible off of the Primate Wisdom again? Let's see if we can make it happen, guys.
And his name is John C.
And we get there. 2 turns back to back. Oh man, I am so good at being lucky in this game. Just this game. Most of my games don't go like this, guys, but yeah, that's insane. Okay, so I am like definitely not getting punished for not prioritizing the second Gible there. So the Oranguru just coming in absolutely clutch here. Like not just that, like, you know, discarding cards we don't care about, but getting us really big cards. Yeah, and here they have the boss. So yeah, we absolutely needed that Gible, otherwise we would just lose right now. So really happy that's not the case. And we top deck an energy, perfect. So yeah, we'll go for the rare candy. Whew. Oh, we got so lucky, guys. Yeah, so if you're in my position on that last turn, prioritize the other Gible, not the extra energy. So let's just go for the Raihan here. Fighting energy, and we'll grab a boss for next turn. Mysterious Tail, so we will grab Level Ball just to thin out of deck. And now I'm feeling pretty good, but they haven't really bossed much this game, so we definitely could still lose though, guys. I'm not gonna lie. So we'll go for the Evolution Incense, put that back on top of deck, and just Dragon Blade and Ray. They don't have boss. We can still lose after all of this hard work, but we'll see. They've only played one boss the whole game, and their hands like 10 billion cards. And they have the boss. Okay. It wound up all of that work being for nothing, but nevertheless, guys, I mean, I think that was still kind of a good game. You got to see, you know, Garchomp at, I don't know, when you're like peak high rolling over here with the Ranguru. So it was fun, if nothing else. Alrighty, guys, that's going to do it for our Garchomp video today. I really appreciate you watching this one. I really like Garchomp as a card. I really want to love it, but I will say I don't think it's quite as competitive as I would like it to be. That discarding effect from the attack is just really, really harsh. And then from there, you also have to contend with your opponent doing things like boss's orders and whatnot. You know, picking off things on the bench after you're trying to wall them with your ability. So Garchomp, it's a fun card, but probably not going to win your next tournament if I'm just being honest. But as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, if you have not quite gotten your Garchomp fix, I did drop 2 bonus deck lists for our patrons, showing off an Inteleon version and a by barrel version of this deck as well. So feel free to check that out if you guys do want to get some bonus content and help support the channel in the process. Or alternatively, if you want another way at showing your support, you can also pick up some merch over at rarecandytcg.com. Links to those will be down below in the description. But as always, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.